Have you ever wondered if someone could escape by digging a tunnel? Imagine spending years inside a prison with little hope remaining. Every day feels exactly the same behind cold prison walls. Most prisoners dream about freedom but never attempt escaping successfully. One man decided taking an extraordinary risk for his future. His plan required patience, courage, and countless hours of secret work. The man was Joaquín, El Chapo, Guzmán, one of the world's most notorious criminals. His escape shocked governments and attracted worldwide attention immediately. Many people still wonder how such an escape became possible. But the incredible story began inside a maximum security prison. In 2014, El Chapo was arrested by Mexican authorities. He had spent many years leading a powerful criminal organization. Officials considered him one of the country's most dangerous prisoners. The government promised he would never escape again. He was placed inside the Altiplano Federal Prison in Mexico. The prison was designed for the nation's highest-risk criminals. Heavy security surrounded every part of the prison complex. Guards watched prisoners every hour of every single day. Escape seemed completely impossible under such strict conditions. However, someone outside the prison had another plan. El Chapo's supporters secretly began preparing an extraordinary rescue operation. The plan did not involve attacking the prison directly. Instead, they decided building a tunnel beneath the prison itself. The project required months of careful planning and construction. Workers secretly purchased land near the prison without raising suspicion. Inside a small building, digging equipment remained hidden from public view. The tunnel slowly moved closer toward the prison every week. Nobody inside the prison noticed the underground construction nearby. The secret operation continued completely unnoticed for many months. The tunnel itself was an engineering masterpiece. It stretched more than 1 mile beneath the ground. The tunnel included electric lights along its entire length. It also contained a ventilation system providing fresh air continuously. Workers installed rails for a small motorcycle carrying equipment underground. The builders carefully measured every direction during the difficult construction. They needed reaching one exact location inside the prison. A small mistake could completely destroy the entire escape plan. Every meter required extraordinary precision and careful engineering. Meanwhile, El Chapo waited patiently inside his prison cell. He followed his normal daily routine without attracting attention. Security cameras watched his movements throughout every single day. Guards believed their famous prisoner remained under complete control. Nobody suspected an underground tunnel approaching the prison quietly. The tunnel slowly reached the area beneath El Chapo's shower. This location contained one important advantage for the escape plan. Security cameras could not directly observe the shower area completely. That small blind spot became extremely important later. Then the final day finally arrived. On July 11, 2015, El Chapo entered the shower. Security cameras showed him walking calmly into the small room. Moments later, he disappeared from the camera's limited view. When guards checked again, the prisoner had completely vanished. The shower floor contained a carefully prepared opening underneath. A ladder led directly into the underground tunnel below. El Chapo climbed down before disappearing beneath the prison forever. The tunnel carried him far beyond the prison walls safely. By the time guards realized everything, it was already too late. Prison officers immediately searched every part of the facility. They examined cells, hallways, buildings, and surrounding security areas. Soon they discovered the hidden tunnel beneath the shower. The extraordinary escape stunned officials across the entire country. How could someone secretly build such a massive underground tunnel? Why had nobody discovered the construction during many months? The answers would reveal one of history's most astonishing prison escapes. When investigators entered the tunnel, they could hardly believe their eyes. The underground passage looked more like a professional construction project. It was not a small hole dug with simple hand tools. The tunnel had been carefully designed by skilled builders and engineers. Every part showed detailed planning and remarkable technical knowledge. The construction required months of work and complete secrecy. Officials immediately realized this escape had been planned for a long time. The tunnel revealed an astonishing level of preparation. The passage stretched for more than 1 mile underground. Its height allowed people walking through the tunnel comfortably. Electric lights illuminated the entire route beneath the earth. Fresh air entered through a carefully installed ventilation system. Water pumps prevented flooding inside the underground passage. The builders even installed rails along the tunnel floor. A small motorcycle traveled on those rails carrying tools and supplies. This allowed workers moving equipment much more efficiently underground. Everything had been built with one clear purpose. The tunnel began inside a small unfinished building nearby. From outside, the property appeared completely ordinary and unremarkable. Neighbors noticed nothing unusual during the construction period. Inside the building, however, workers secretly dug beneath the ground. They removed enormous amounts of soil without attracting attention. The dirt was carefully hidden and transported away gradually. Every step required careful organization and complete silence. One mistake could have exposed the entire operation immediately. The builders also faced another enormous challenge. They needed finding the exact location beneath El Chapo's shower. The prison itself covered a very large secure area. Digging only a few meters in the wrong direction meant failure. Surveying equipment helped workers calculate the tunnel's direction precisely. Engineers measured distances again and again during construction. The final tunnel emerged exactly beneath the shower floor. The remarkable accuracy amazed investigators after the escape. It demonstrated extraordinary planning and technical skill throughout the project. Meanwhile, prison guards remained completely unaware. Security officers trusted the prison's modern surveillance systems completely. High walls, cameras, guards, and fences surrounded the entire facility. Officials believed nobody could secretly approach the prison underground. The tunnel proved that assumption was completely wrong. Nobody detected the digging beneath the secure prison complex. No alarms warned guards about underground activity nearby. The escape plan remained hidden until the final moment. The discovery embarrassed prison officials across Mexico immediately. The government demanded answers without delay. Investigators questioned prison employees and security supervisors extensively. They searched for evidence of possible corruption inside the prison. Some officials believed employees might have accepted illegal payments. Others suspected serious failures within the prison security system. Several prison workers were arrested during the investigation afterward. Authorities promised finding everyone responsible for the dramatic escape. Public confidence in the prison system suffered greatly afterward. The entire country wanted one important answer. Where had El Chapo gone after leaving the tunnel? The tunnel ended far beyond the prison walls safely. From there, vehicles quickly carried him away from the area. Within hours, he had completely disappeared from authorities again. Police launched a massive nationwide search immediately afterward. Roads, airports, and border crossings received increased security measures. Thousands of officers joined the search operation across Mexico. Still, El Chapo remained hidden for many months afterward. The world's most famous fugitive had escaped once again. His escape became international news almost immediately afterward. Television stations showed photographs of the remarkable underground tunnel. Newspapers described the escape as almost unbelievable in detail. People around the world discussed the astonishing prison break. Some admired the engineering behind the tunnel construction. Others criticized the serious failures within the prison system. Everyone agreed the escape seemed almost impossible before it happened. But freedom would not last forever. After escaping through the tunnel, El Chapo disappeared once again. Police officers searched across Mexico for many difficult months. Governments from different countries also joined the investigation together. Authorities believed he still controlled many loyal supporters outside prison. Finding him would require patience, intelligence, and international cooperation. The search became one of the largest manhunts in modern history. Millions of people followed every new update through television and newspapers. Everyone wanted knowing where the escaped prisoner had gone. El Chapo remained hidden while authorities continued searching everywhere. Investigators followed phone calls, financial records, and possible sightings carefully. Special police units carried out operations across several Mexican states. Many reported sightings eventually proved completely incorrect or unreliable. Still, officers refused stopping the nationwide search operation. Every small clue received careful attention from investigators immediately. The government remained determined capturing the escaped prisoner again. Time passed, but the search never ended. Then one important mistake changed everything. Investigators discovered information about people close to El Chapo. They carefully watched possible meeting places and communication networks. Every new piece of information helped officers narrow their search. Eventually, authorities focused attention on one particular location. Special forces prepared another dangerous operation carefully. They wanted preventing another dramatic escape from happening again. The officers moved quickly once enough evidence became available. This time, they planned leaving nothing to chance. In January 2016, the search finally ended. Mexican security forces located El Chapo in the city of Los Mochis. A major operation surrounded the building before sunrise. Gunfire erupted as officers entered the location carefully. El Chapo escaped through a tunnel during the confrontation. However, this tunnel did not lead him to freedom. He eventually reached the streets and attempted escaping by car. Police quickly found and arrested him once again. His months of freedom had finally come to an end. The famous escape had lasted only 6 months. After his capture, authorities made very different decisions. Officials believed keeping him inside Mexico remained too risky. They feared another escape could happen despite stronger security measures. The government therefore approved his extradition to the United States. In 2017, El Chapo arrived under extremely heavy security. He entered a prison designed for America's highest-risk prisoners. The security measures were much stricter than before. Officials wanted ensuring another escape never became possible. This time, there would be no tunnel. Later, El Chapo faced a long criminal trial. Prosecutors presented evidence collected over many years together. Witnesses described the activities of his criminal organization. The trial attracted enormous attention from media worldwide. After many weeks, the jury reached its final decision. El Chapo was found guilty on numerous serious criminal charges. The judge sentenced him to life in prison. He would spend the rest of his life behind bars. The man who escaped through a tunnel never escaped again. Today, the tunnel remains one of history's most remarkable prison escapes. Engineers still study its incredible construction and careful planning. Security experts also examine the failures that allowed the escape. The story changed how many prisons review underground security risks. Governments introduced stronger monitoring around maximum security facilities afterward. The escape became an important lesson for prison systems worldwide. Sometimes one extraordinary event changes security forever. The tunnel influenced prison design in many different countries. The story remains unforgettable for another important reason. It shows what determination and careful planning can accomplish. At the same time, it demonstrates how dangerous organized crime can become. The tunnel required money, engineering, equipment, and many loyal workers. It was far more than one prisoner's personal escape attempt. It involved months of secret preparation beneath the ground. The operation amazed the world because of its incredible complexity. Few prison escapes have ever matched its extraordinary scale. History remembers it as one of the boldest escapes ever attempted. A prisoner entered a prison shower one ordinary evening. Minutes later, he disappeared through a hidden underground tunnel. The escape shocked governments and embarrassed prison officials worldwide. Yet freedom lasted only a short period before another arrest. Sometimes even the greatest escape cannot change the final outcome. The tunnel brought temporary freedom but not a permanent future. In the end, justice finally caught up with the escaped prisoner. The tunnel became legendary, but the escape did not last forever.